part where you don't understand means you're learning a new thing. I am learning a new thing. I'm learning how to make agentic ecosystems. I am using JSON, and I am learning how to create nodes in N8N. Okay, so my assignment is that I need to create this mock data, and then I need to put it in N8N so the flow flows. It's not broken. Here is what my brain keeps telling me. But what is it for? Why are we gathering this data? Where are we? What is this even for? I can't do this when I don't know why we're doing this. So these are words in my head that are connected to this in my chest and this clang in my stomach. Because this, we don't understand. What is this? What is happening? Creates this. And this right down here is saying things like, see, you're stuck. You're stuck and you're stupid. And you're always going to have to do this. And the thing that is your heart that you want to do, who are you? So here's what I'm going to do. Because here's what I noticed. I'm starting to feel itchy in my hair, and I'm starting to pick at things on me. And I'm starting to notice that I feel, because I haven't bathed yet, because I got up and I got to working on some things that I love, I'm noticing that I feel sticky and blah. And so, instead of pressing through, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this self, I'm going to wash this thing, and I'm going to remind myself of everything that I do know. I'm going to be in the shower, I'm going to wash my hair, and I'm going to remind myself, JSON is a language. JSON is a messenger. JSON helps this thing understand this thing. And mock data, it doesn't matter why. I'm going to look at the example and I'm going to know, oh, when an email form is filled out, here's what I need for this to be able to do. Accept the way this is written. Move it through and spit out whatever the next thing is that I need to do in these nodes. All right? I can honor the fact that these things are happening, and I also know that I know that I know that this is an old habit that I used to utilize to keep myself stuck and in victim mentality. And here's the other thing. If I get too caught up in, but oh no, why we're doing this, what I can do is I can take this chunk of information that I've been told to clean up, and I can put it into chat. And I can say to chat, hey, Sage, because that's what my chat's name is. What would I be creating if this was the data that I had in JSON? If this was the data that I needed to flow easily through N8N, what would I have been trying to accomplish? Baby, there are more ways for you to have conversations with yourself than the ways you've been trained in and the ways that you naturally gravitate towards. I share with you ways I've thought about things, ways that they are connected with sensations in my body, and now the structure that I use to notice what's happening here, and then take my beautiful noticer and shoot it somewhere else. Not say the opposite. You're smart, Brandy. You know this. I'm smart in a lot of ways. I'm not smart in this yet. It's okay. Just because I'm 58 and my hair's this color and I'm this tall does not mean I'm supposed to know everything that I don't know. And you either. So stop holding yourself to some ridiculous expectation and get down to what you know. Here's what I know. I want this. I'm doing this. This is another thing. Some people feel like if they were healed, that they would no longer have obstacles. Baby, as long as you're trying a new thing, something's going to feel like an obstacle. You're the one who gets to decide if it's something that stops you or if it's something that you're like, this is a puzzle. Let's puzzle it out. But Brandy, that's just not how my brain works. It used to not be how my brain worked either on default. But the beautiful thing that we know now that people didn't know, like in the 70s, they were like, nope, once you hit 18, that's it. Your brain is stuck. How you got it, that's what you got. And now we know. People can have arrows through their head and still function. People can have full aneurysms on one side of their brain, and then the other side of the brain learns to take over some of the skills. You are walking around in a miraculous vessel. The part where you decide that the thoughts that drop in your head are what's driving your boat is what makes the thoughts that drop in your head drive your boat. You're the one that gets to choose. The first thought, no harm, no foul. When you notice it's there, you decide, do I like it? Is this how I want to keep on doing? What else could I do? And some people are like, well, I don't know. I've never been, blah, blah, blah. I've never had, da, da, da. Okay, but you can imagine what it's like. Obviously you can. Obviously you can, because you have something to compare this to. Right. I'm madly in love with you. It is September. It is September. September 2nd. Wasn't it just January? Yes. Darling, time is going to pass anyway. And you never get time back. Today's the only today you get. Today is the only today I get. This is the only September 2nd, 2025 that 58-year-old Brandy gets to have. And that's not sad. It's beautiful because I can see. Even if I get to be 100, I'm over halfway there, babe. I might not get to the end of the day, but the part where I didn't talk trash to myself for my last day because I didn't know, that is a win. Learning how to talk with yourself differently, to anchor yourself in a story about yourself that you like, that doesn't change depending on how smart or stupid you feel, on what other people say about you, on what the state of the world is. Find yourself a story that you are willing to attempt to repeat to yourself more often than the story of you being unworthy, not being able to. Who do you think you are? Well, I'll tell you who I am. I'm the beloved of the beloved. I was handcrafted. I was put here for a reason. Not to grunt and grind and groan and hope for the sweet by and by or the weekend or retirement, but to live fully here and now. And I've taught myself to come back to the story that I'm anchored in. How did I learn that? I wasn't raised in a faith. I decided what my faith was. Because it doesn't matter if you were raised in a faith, you've decided to continue that. And your faith might be in the fear that you are not enough. Your faith might be in the anger that somebody else is doing it wrong and they're putting stuff on you. Listen to what you say. We, us, and them, each other. We, us, and them, ourselves. Find yourself a story that you can anchor into that doesn't change, where you're the beloved. Well, that seems a little self-centered. Okay. And you don't get points for being trashy to yourself. And if somebody's telling you that you do, they were raised to feel that way by people who were scared and, baby, just ignorant. I'm gonna go watch that thing. I'm gonna be madly in love with you the whole time. So there. I love you. What is it that today you would like to do and you notice you talking yourself out of it? My heart is huge for you.